After the embarrassing loss to UMASS Dartmouth last week, Coach Doe sat down and had to rethink everything, including his own game plans. He knew that if he wanted to win football games, he needed to get the ball into the hands of his best playmakers. The offense seemed comfortable with the new scheme and was dominating the defense all week. Olsen found a new confidence and looked sharp all week, and Keontae Tyson was lighting up the defense for touchdown after touchdown, including the final play of practice where he broke free for a huge touchdown run, which culminated in a brawl between the offense and the defense. The biggest bright spot of the week had to have been the emergence of freshman CJ Peaks out of New Hampshire. He was told by his family that he didn't have that it factor to play after high school, but after contacting the coaches and receiving a walk-on spot, he quickly made his way up the depth chart. With Scooter Page nursing an injury this week, he gets a starting spot with a chance to prove everybody wrong and that he can be a star.
Hey Bears fans, how's it going? Coach Dose is back here. After taking some time to reevaluate my life after that loss we took last week, we are back with some new schemes and some new starters. As you heard in the intro, freshman CJ Peaks will begin the start. Scooter Page is still nursing the injury that he suffered towards the end of the game last week, and we are hoping that he's okay. Now, if Peaks comes out here and balls out, that is his spot to be taken away from him. In our program, we don't do that you're injured so you can come back right away and have your spot back. No, you have to earn your spot back, especially if Peaks comes out and is one of the best players on the field today. We're heading on the road to Middle Tennessee State. We're hoping we can walk out with a W. After reviewing some tape, I do think we match up pretty well against them, so we're hoping that we can leave 2-3 and leave them at 2-3 as well. I will see you guys in the game, and until then, bear up. Now, as we come out getting ready to play this game, we can see that Middle Tennessee State is wearing some alternate uniforms this week. Looks like they're going with a little black helmet, black jersey combination, and I'm kind of on board. It looks really good. Their colors mesh well with that combination. They're rocking some gray pants, and they look ready to come out to play today. We're hoping that we can stunt their momentum early and get an early lead and hopefully hold on to it. We came running out on the field just in our standard ways. We're not trying to impress. This is a business trip. We're here for one reason only, and that's for a win. We're starting the game off on the return, and we're hoping we can start off early momentum and get a big return. Kicking it to Buford Jr. He's honestly a decently explosive returner. It looks like he has some space, but unfortunately he's wrapped up after a great play by the kickoff team. Now again, Olsen has looked very confident in practice this week. We're hoping that he has lost some of that turnover bug. We've installed some new schemes. We're running a new offense, and we're going to see what he's got today.
At such a high level, everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
He's hitting McLaurin early down the seam, and a huge pickup on first down. That's a good way to get some momentum to start the game. Now again, we still got our bread and butter, the screen. We know how dynamic of a playmaker Keontae Tyson is, so we're going to hit him early here and see if we can get him going.
It's really nice to have him.
Screen gets out to him. He makes some people miss, follows his blocks, and is able to pick up the first down after hitting some impressive moves on that play. You gotta love the kid. Such a hard worker. We're going to hand it off to Tyson again on this play, and he's going to pick up another first down. A solid gain of, I want to say, 12. You gotta love it. Just a solid playmaker. No, he's feeling a little tired. He's off the sidelines. We got Strickland in the game. We are going to stick with the run because we can't stray away from what we like to do. Strickland's going to find space. He's going to break away, and we're going to get a touchdown early in this game, boys. We got momentum early. We wanted to establish that we are the alpha team here in Tennessee. We're traveling from Massachusetts to play you guys, and we're coming to punch you in the mouth. Now that is an early touchdown. That's something that our offense did not have last week. You'll love to see it. You can see that this new scheme has really brought a new confidence to their team. Look at that. Middle Tennessee is frustrated here early. They're getting a roughing the kicker, and we're getting a nice short kickoff. We're going to see... We're not just going to look to kick it right out of bounds. We're going to see if we can pin them even deeper than they already are. We're going to sky the kick and hope that we can pin them back deep. Now, it looks like we might have kicked it a little deep in the end zone, and they're just going to take the knee, and they're going to start out at the 25. They're lucky. They're lucky, let me tell you. If we stopped them down inside the 10, it would have been dangerous. Now, our defense, we didn't make many changes to. We're still in the same scheme. Because, honestly, last week, even though they gave up a lot of points, they really weren't the problem. Our offense were constantly getting 3-and-outs, and they just couldn't get off they couldn't let the defense stay off the field for a little while. Now we get them at the line of scrimmage early here, so we're hoping that the defense came ready to play today. Van Claiborne looks ready to shoot a gap, demolish a running back, but he actually bites extremely hard in the play action. Luckily, our D-line is able to make up for that mistake and get a sack fast. Justin Townsend with the huge play on second down, leaving Middle Tennessee State and a third and super long. Coaches don't game plan for 3rd and 17. Let me tell you, they are going to have to pull something out of their back pocket if they're going to want to make the play here. Justin Townsend with his first sack of the day. We're hoping it can be the first of many. Sticking in zone coverage here. We're just going to play the sticks. I'm not worried about giving up the completion. I'm worried about giving up the first down. So if we're playing the sticks, we shouldn't be giving one up. The quarterback's going to take off and scramble. He's just going to slide. And fellas, it's 4th and 10 early in the game. It's 4th and 10 early in the game. Forcing a punt is something that our defense struggled mighty with. We're hoping to stray away from any stupid penalties. Buford Jr. is going to have space to get a return here. He's going to pick up a few down at the 44-yard line. And our offense is back on the field ready to make some plays. We started hot, and we got to keep the momentum going if we want to win this game today. You can see our small little fan section down in the corner there. You got to love the loyal families of the Bridgewater State Bears. That's one thing that this program preaches is loyalty, and it's the same thing that their fan base preaches back. We lose 2 on the play there. We're going to see the wide receiver screen. A lot of the times they don't really work for us, but we're going to see. Let's see. We're going to get it out there. We're going to run the tunnel. Foreman's going to have some space. He's going to make some people miss and pick up 6 on the play. Foreman isn't a receiver we've seen too much of. And there he is, the kid, number 18, peeks down in the slot. Let's see if we can get the ball to him on this play. It looks like he's going to have a spot. He makes a catch on his first target of the game. Again, he is an explosive playmaker. He really showed out during practice this week. He came ready to play. Paige, you better hope that your spot is there when you come back, because if not, you're going to have some work to do, buddy. We're going to pitch it out to Tyson on the speed option. He's going to make a man miss and able to pick up a yard. One's better than none. I can't complain. Again, we're going to stick to our bread and butter of letting Tyson get the screen. It's usually the only plays that are very successful for us. It looks like they read it pretty well, but Tyson is able to use his speed to make some people miss and pick up some big yards on the play. We're down at the 22-yard line. We are sniffing the end zone. The red zone, excuse me. We're going to hit McLawler. Unfortunately, his feet are too big and he steps out of bounds on the RPO, and we pick up nothing. Congrats, you got a catch on the stats, but everyone knows you got 0 yards, pal. Foreman is wide open. He makes a catch, but unfortunately drops it before he's able to maintain possession. That's a touchdown that we have to have. We're here at 3rd and 10. We got to see what we can do. Peaks is running a post. We're going to see if he gets open. If not, we have Foreman on a cornerback side. Foreman, we're going to give him another chance. He goes to make a play. Unfortunately, the cornerback makes a phenomenal play and bats the ball down. We're going to settle for 3. We're hoping that our kicker can keep his momentum that he had. It looks like he's going to make it. He actually knocks this one right down the middle. The kid has woken up since his rough game a few weeks ago, and he hasn't missed anything since then. Love to see the kid finding a new confidence. Love to see it. You know, we would have loved to capitalize on that drive and gotten a touchdown, but I'll take 3. Can't be upset about 3 points. Huge hit on the kickoff by our kickoff team, as we say, stick off. Unfortunately, we aren't able to force a fumble. Our defense is back on the field. They had a huge way to start the game. They can't. It seems like they came ready to play today. Our corners just got cooked on the corner route, and he was wide open for a gain of 30 on that play. Kelly, the junior from Alabama, unfortunately completely burns our cornerback on that play. Looks like they're coming out in a weird hurry up. They thought they were in the huddle, but I guess they changed their mind. Not really sure what happened there, but either way, we're here out in cover 3 again. No more man. Figured we could test it since they ran the ball last drive, but we're just going to stick to our zone coverage because we know that's what works. Their running back's going to have a ton of space to the outside, but luckily our safety makes a huge hit on the play and is unable to bring him down. You would have loved to see that more around the line of scrimmage instead of after a huge gain, but I'll take a big hit. Can't complain about it. On the RPO, their receiver is blocking like a grown man in the NFL there. Absolutely just making our cornerback look like a high school football player. Things you hate to see as a coach is just watching our cornerback get totally outclassed and out-physicaled. Looks like they're going to stick to the RPO. They're running that little flat to the tight end. Their tight end is going to pick up big yards and get down at the 2. They are sniffing the end zone, fellas. We're going to have to hold them here. Hopefully we can hold them to 3. If not, we'll still have the lead. It's just a touchdown gives them a little too much momentum that we don't want. They're going to run the ball, and they're just going to run it in. You know, there's not much you can do as a coach when the opposing team is down at the 2-yard line. It's kind of hard to predict what's coming. Obviously, you want to think run, but you never know. Odds are, if my defense run commit there, they would have thrown the ball. That's the luck that we have. Now, after that drive, it is 10-7, and we are getting the ball back. You know, Middle Tennessee did get some of the running back holding us to 3 and then getting the touchdown. But we're hoping that we can put 17 up after this drive. We really can't settle for another field goal. We're not good enough to do that. Unfortunately, I would love to say we are, but we just aren't. We are going to pull some trickery out, see if we can get Peaks out in some space here. We're going to run the reverse, see what happens. Peaks has some space. He tries to get the edge. He's going to pick up some yards. He's able to pick up 5 yards on the play there, and he's down, leaving us with 2nd and 5. Love to see it. Now, Olsen seemed very comfortable with this scheme. It's a good mixture of medium throws and some option plays. He seemed very comfortable learning the scheme from us. He did make a bad read there and gave the ball off, unfortunately, and we were left on 3rd and long. You know that Olsen does enjoy hitting McLawler over the middle of the field. We're going to see if he can get open. We're going to hit Tyson underneath, see if we can pick up the 1st down. The most dynamic playmaker on the field is able to pick up the 1st and then some. Way to keep the drive alive, kid. You're out here ready to work today. Strickland's on the field after that play. Tyson's getting to blow in some water. We're going to see what he can do on the screen. We're going to get the ball out, barely, but we do get it out. Strickland has space. He makes some people miss with the spin move, and he's down at the 50. We're at midfield. We're driving. We're going for the end zone. Now, Olsen, after reading the defense a little bit, does like what he sees, and we are going to stick with the wide receiver screen on this play. But unfortunately, it luckily was not picked off, but they were able to actually stop us for a loss of 1 on that play. You know, he was debating calling the audible there, and he actually went up against his judgment, and unfortunately, he was wrong. Hate to see it. Now he goes to try and hit the corner there, and instead throws it to the sideline and hits nobody. I'd rather see him hit nobody than an interception, but unfortunately, the corner was wide open, pal. You got to hit it. Same thing, we're going to try and hit Tyson out in some space. He's going to make the catch and pick up 6 on the play. He is short of the 1st, unfortunately. Here at midfield, 4th and 5 is a little too long. I'm not feeling comfortable going for the punt. I've been going for it on 4th, so we are just going to settle for a punt. We're hoping we can pin them back deep in their own territory here. Great punt by our punter, and he's able to pin them at the 10. You got to love our punter forcing them to have a long field. We're hoping we can get some stops on this drive, because unfortunately last drive it was not there. They drove relatively easily, but we're going to see what we can do. Their tight end's going to make a huge play on 1st and get all the way down past the 50 at the 38-yard line. We cannot be getting burnt by the tight ends. Tight ends are just glorified linemen. Hate to see it. Now, I'm not really too sure what the initials are reviewing here at all, but I guess they ended up getting like 20 yards back. I guess he stepped out along the sideline there. That gives us some momentum back, but we're just not playing great to start. Impressive catch and impressive throw by the wide receiver and quarterback for Middle Tennessee State. I don't think Olsen could have made that play. That was very, very impressive by him on that. Coming out in zone here, we're going to hope that they get a drop, and our defense plays well enough and forces a drop from the receiver to end the 1st. Heading into the 2nd, boys, we are up 10-7. We've got a long game to play, but I like the way we came out so far. We came out intense, we came out flying, and we come out looking like we want to win. All I can ask for is consistent hard play. If we play soft and we get ran over, that's when I get upset, which is what you started seeing towards the end of the game. It seemed like our guys kind of gave up. Towards the end of the game last week, our guys gave up, and I did get genuinely angry at them. Huge play by Freeman, almost getting the interception on that play. He read the QB perfectly. He made him look terrible. Plays like that is what gets you noticed at the next level, Freeman. You go for the pick, you know you can't get there, and instead you make the receiver rethink his life. You love to see that.
They're going to throw it again. Got a man, it's Stewart.
Unfortunately, the receiver is able to make a good play underneath, making the catch and run for the first down. Too many third down conversions. Our defense just gives up too many of them. We can cover everything up on first and second, but all of a sudden on third down, we forget what football is. Their quarterback's able to thread the needle and find the hole in our zone coverage for the touchdown there. And all of a sudden, we are down 14-10. We have lost our momentum. We have to gain it back and gain it back quickly. We cannot let this turn into a shootout or a blowout. I'm not confident enough that we can handle that. On the return here, we are just looking to see if we can get to the 20. Tyson has some space on the return. Unfortunately, he's unable to break a tackle even more, but he does get out to a 25. Now, like I said, we do have to get the ball into the hands of our playmakers. We're motioning, hoping to confuse the defense, and we're actually handing it off to Tyson through the gap. He's able to pick up 3. He's kind of off to a slow start today, but he's had some big plays on the screen. Running-wise, he's not doing great, but receiving-wise, he's been one of our leaders today. Same deal. He makes the cut, an amazing cut to make the D-tackle miss in the backfield there, and he's able to pick up the first. I mean, just an incredible playmaker the kid is. Strickland's back in. We're going to run a little misdirection. Hopefully we can catch the defense sleeping. We're able to pick up 6 on the play. I mean, I guess the run game is running today, for sure. The run game is running. We unfortunately missed the 2.5-yard flat. McLaughlin had a bunch of space in front of him. We just weren't able to hit it. And we have to capitalize on plays like that, fella. The defense was out of position. They were caught looking stupid, and we couldn't capitalize. We're going to try and hit the corner over the top. Their defense makes a great play. And we're going to have to punt it back, unfortunately. Our offense has lost all momentum. Let's see what our punt team can do on this play. Punter gets it down all the way to the 13-yard line. Their returner does unfortunately space the return, but we lay the boomstick on him at the 27-yard line. Make him not want to return the ball. The harder you hit him, the less he wants to run. Love to see it. Special teams wins football games. Great play by our defense on that, able to bat the ball away. I thought he maybe could have went for the pick, but way to take the safe play, Bowie. Jaden Bowie has been a baller all year. Honestly, he has been. He has a defensive player of the week, and he's just looked great all season. They catch our defense sleeping on the screen, but we are able to stop them on 3rd and inches. We're going to send a blitz on this play. Hopefully they are running the football. We're going to let them know we're coming too. Freeman goes to fill the hole. Unfortunately, he gets picked up late after a great block by their offensive lineman, and they do get the first down. It's just a great play call by their offense. I'm not upset. I think we did everything right. Their offense just did everything right, more right. The receiver makes a great cut on the jet touch pass and is able to pick up big yards. I mean, right now they're just making us look stupid, to be honest. Hate to see it. They're coming out in a little no-huddle hurry up, trying to catch our defense doing some silly stuff. Running the ball. We do stop them in the backfield for a loss of 1. Great tackle by Freeman. Great job filling the hole, kid. He is consistently our leader on defense. If he plays well, the rest of the team plays well defensively, in all honesty. If he's getting sunned, the rest of the team is getting sunned. Great play by our defense. Another loss on the play. Another loss of 1. We're hoping that we can stop. We're hoping that we can stop them. We're going to tell our defense to play the sticks. You can give up the completion, but you cannot give up the first down. We are able to force the sack, and it is a loss of 5. Our D-line has came to play once again. Huge sack on the play there. You love to see it. The defense is flying today. They gave up 14 points fast, but they recover on this drive. Taj Coles with the great play, able to make a sack and make their right tackle look bad. Come on, fellas. We're a Division III team at heart, and we're making you look dumb. It's that simple. You guys have been FBS for how long now? You just look dumb. Their punter with an absolute gem of a punt, pinning us inside at the 1. We are in for it this play. We're just going to try and get some space. We're just going to hand it off to Tyson. Hopefully he can pick up some yards. He's able to pick up 3 in the play and give us a little bit of space. You know, still not ideal, but it's better than nothing. Peaks with a great choice on the option route. We're able to pick up 3 more yards. We are going to need 4 for the first. And you already know what we're going with. We got to go with the bread and butter of the offense. Screen! Screen! We're going to get Tyson some space to the left side of the field, and hopefully he can pick up the first. It looks like the defense is caught sleeping. We're going to get some huge yards on the screen all the way down to the 22-yard line. Screen! Love to see it. Come on, D-line. You got to pay attention. If you go through unblocked, something's fishy's happened. You're either getting trapped or it's a screenplay. It's the first thing they teach you in Pop Warner. Tyson on the toss is going to be out in space. He's going to try and pick up the first. He's able to get 9. He's able to pick up 9 on the play. He had a bunch of space on the toss there. I mean, great job by the offensive line on that play. Strickland's in the game now. He did have that big run for a touchdown earlier. He's able to get us to 3rd and inches. We would have liked the first, but you know, fortunately we can't all get what we want. Some people want a lot of inches. Some people want a little bit of inches. On that play, we got a little bit of inches. We're going to give the option a go. He's going to pitch it out to Tyson. Tyson's going to have some space. Impressive toss. He's making people look stupid with the spin cycle. Impressive play by Olsen being able to get the toss out there. Impressive play. We thought we were going to get tackled before the first down, but he was able to get the ball out, and we were able to get some big yards. And that's going to be an interception. That's a bad read. That's on me. That's on me, fellas. Hate to see it. That's on me. Looking like Stevie Wonder. I just can't see. Hate to see it. The receiver's able to break the tackle from Freeman, but he actually gets licked by our cornerback on that play. That doesn't make sense. The linebacker looks soft and the cornerback lays the big hit. Oh, we almost get the play, but instead Freeman decides to light up the receiver and make him look soft. I'll take that as well. I will take that.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5.
And they're just going to be wide open for the first down here. It's a little bit of a late hit. Luckily, we did not get a flag there. Our defense needs to relax a little bit. Can't be having any stupid penalties like that. But luckily, it wasn't the flag, so we don't have to worry about it.
Really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Going to hit the running back underneath. He's going to run out after a gain of 3. We're hoping that we can hold them to 3. They definitely are in field goal range, but if they get a touchdown and they do get ball at half, it's not going to look great.
He's looking to throw. Going for 6.
Man, incredible throw by the quarterback on that play, and an incredible catch by the receiver being able to get a foot down. I didn't think it was going to happen. You know, they did leave us a minute and a half of time. Let's see if we can get a touchdown, boys. I'm challenging the offense to score a touchdown on this drive. It's that simple. I'm issuing the challenge. Can they deliver? Coach Dose does enjoy issuing his challenges. He's challenged the offense to wake up a little bit this week. They've been a little bit too soft to start this season, so we're going to see if they are going to answer the phone today. Let's see if they are going to do it. Impressive play to the linebacker. Apparently he has go-go gadget extender arms, and he's able to make that play. Peaks was open. Unfortunately, their linebacker, I guess, is the next Ray Lewis. It's just unreal.
He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Hit as the ball comes out there. Luckily, that wasn't an interception. Right now, we aren't looking too hot, boys. The offense is definitely caught with their pants down once again. Looks like they aren't going to adjust their defense, and we're going to be able to run to the wide side of the field. Unfortunately, our offensive line can't move anybody off the ball, and if that didn't happen, our receiver decided to not block the cornerback that was standing right in front of him. We're just stupid. We're just stupid. It's that simple. I mean, you can't fix stupid, boys. Great tackle by 32 on the play there. We just have to avoid giving up a score before the half. If they're able to make this a 3-score game, it's not going to be looking pretty. Huge hit from Freeman over the middle. I mean, he's just looking to strike fear in the receiver. If we give up a field goal, it's not the biggest deal. Obviously, I'd like to give up nothing. And we drop a pick. That's why you're on defense, dog. Don't ever ask me in practice to play wide receiver again, because I'm just going to pull up that clip over and over and over and over again. That's a touchdown if you're able to hold on to that. But instead, you decide to be terrible. Man.
From the gun, wants to pass.
And the receiver is just naked running down the middle of the field. I mean, defense is just caught lacking once again. They're caught looking stupid. Seems like something I have to say over and over again. It's an unfortunate event. Huge. They walk it into the end zone. We have to make a tackle. Now it's a 3-score game going into the half. We have no momentum and we look like crap. Man, I gotta find myself a DC that doesn't suck. It's embarrassing. It's completely embarrassing. I find myself more and more disappointed with the product that we put on the field every single week. It doesn't matter how hard we practice. It doesn't matter how well we play. We just suck. Man. We have 41 seconds. We're hoping we can make a play here. We're actually going to send Foreman deep. Of course, it's against their impact player, the number 1 corner. We're actually going to try and hit the corner. And their cornerback is Deion Sanders. They're going to... I can't do it, man. I just can't. I can't handle it. Man! Can't put up with this. I try new things in practice. I try issuing a new scheme. No matter what I do, it just doesn't work. 35-10 at halftime? 35-10 at halftime? Fellas, play with some pride. You gotta be sick of getting blown out. Or you're just happy to be at the D1 level. Well, it doesn't matter if you're at the D1 level if you're just getting embarrassed week after week. So far, all you're showing is that you belong at a D3 team and that your one win was nothing but pure luck. It's just upsetting. It's beyond upsetting. Tyson's not even in anymore. We're going to hit Peaks. Then they're going to pick off the ball again. It doesn't even make sense, dog. He's open and their safety just comes down and makes an incredible play. If I threw the low ball there, I'm sure their linebacker would have jumped off and picked it off with their one hand, but since I didn't, their safety's able to come down and look like freaking Ronnie Lott. It's unreal. It's crazy. The QB sucks, the receivers suck, we just suck. Just can't compete. But meanwhile, our corners are caught looking like idiots. Looking like complete idiots. I mean, it's thrown right over your head and you're not even putting your hand up, dog. Come on. It's crazy. They're going to probably walk into half with 42. Yeah, yep, of course. 42-10 going into the half. If you can't tell, this is a blowout. Welcome to Blowout Central. I thought it was a simple matchup. I thought we matched up well against his team, but instead we're just caught looking stupid. Once again, Coach Dose is caught looking stupid, and I am about ready to quit my job. Now, I am a loyal person, so I'm not going to do that. I'm under contract for the next 3 to 4 seasons, so I am going to be here for the remainder of those 4 years, and probably after that. I am a loyal person, and I said I was going to bring a national championship to Bridgewater State, and I intend on keeping that promise. For business inquiries, however, contact Coach Doe's Enterprises. He may be swayed to leave his job for a good enough contract. I know right now the way it's looking looking like he doesn't belong in any type of coaching world, but he promises you that he'll give a lot of effort. We're actually going to get a huge kick return from Moore to end the half. We're hoping that a play like this can give our team some momentum into the second half and that we are able to put some more points on the board, make it look closer, and maybe maybe even pull off a comeback. Great play by Moore on that play. Love to see that. Javon Moore. Haven't seen much of him this year, but, I mean, after a play like that, we're going to have to find ways to put him on the field a little bit more. What do you say? What do you say? I'd say, yeah. Great play by Javon on that play. 4 seconds left in the half. I honestly can't remember if we got the ball at the start of the game or not. That's a coaching lapse by me, unfortunately. But they're just going to need it to go into halftime with a 42-17 lead. We definitely have a uphill battle in the second half, and we're just going to have to ball out if we're going to want to have a chance at maybe winning. I mean, we're getting out-yarded. They picked us off twice, one of them being, I believe, a pick six. Yep, they do have a defensive touchdown. My bad. They picked us off 3 times. Not twice, 3 times. We had to drop interceptions, unfortunate. Our offense is looking dumb once again. You know, Strickland looks like a running back once again. He hasn't really all season, but that one play, the long touchdown run, he did look like a running back indeed. Now we are kicking off to start the second half. They're just going to take a knee, and they are starting at the 25. Seems like this team likes to throw the ball a decent amount. So we're going to come on cover 4 to start. Huge hit. Unfortunately, they are going to make that catch. Sure, if it was one of our receivers, they probably would have dropped it and threw the ball 10 feet in the air. But it's one of their receivers, so they're actually just going to instead play like Jerry Rice, and they're just going to have magnet hands. And that's just life. They're actually going to run the ball here, and we are caught looking stupid. Big hit on the play, but, I mean, it doesn't even matter. Now, last week, his average per game is 10 attempts for 39 yards, and he is at 7 attempts for 30. He is right on pace for his average, and if not, more. It's a tough day. Running the RPO, our defense bites on. I don't even know what they're biting on, bro. You're out in the boundary. Play the boundary. I mean, we just look stupid. Over and over again, we're just looking stupid. Strange motion from the tight end. They're going to hand the ball off. It's actually a play-action play, and it's also going to be a penalty, unfortunately. It doesn't matter what the penalty is because it's going to be a touchdown. I'm sure it's roughing the passer, even though he got hit as the ball was like coming out. Doesn't matter. It's a touchdown, 49-17. Oh! Excuse me. Mistake on my end. Illegal man downfield against Middle Tennessee State. We are going to accept that and have another try, thankfully. Coming out in a 4 wide receiver set here. We are coming out in a cover 4 set to match that. Sure, it's not going to match it, but, you know, we can dream. They're going to run the ball and pick up every single yard and then some that they lost on the last play. Our safety, Nico, has 8 tackles today. Now, it sounds good, but I promise that's a terrible stat. If your safety has a bunch of tackles, that means the ball is getting to their level of play consistently. And that is not what we like to see. Now, apparently, he just has a 99 juke move, and their quarterback is already close to 400 yards in the third quarter. I mean, good for him. Huge hit on that play. We just need a fumble, and we just need one break. One break, and suddenly I think it's a ball game, to be honest. Running the ball again, they are going to lose 2 on the play. And we have them on 3rd. If we can get a stop, we may have a chance. I'm going to assume they're going to come out throwing on this play. And I assumed right. Huge hit. Put him down at the 1. They are going to settle for 3. Who knows, maybe their kicker shanks it. It's a strange angle from the right hash, but he actually just sends it right down the middle. Honestly, some of the things I say, you might as well just ignore, because usually it's the complete opposite of what actually happens. Tyson is back on the return team here. He, unfortunately, is not even able to reach the 20. Now, with the new scheme comes new plays, so we're going to give this slot option play a try. We're going to keep it. They bite on us. We're going to get it out to Moore. Moore is able to pick up 7 on the play. I'll take it. Can't complain. It's looking like man coverage. We're probably just going to end up handing this off to Tyson. And, yeah, that's what we're doing. Makes a man miss and is able to pick up a few yards on the play. Again, the bread and butter of our offense is a screen. So guess what we're going to be running on 1st and 10? A screen. And they're probably going to fall for it. We're able to get the screen out to Tyson. He does have a bunch of space. He cuts it back inside and then jukes back out, and he's able to pick up a decent amount of yards in play. I believe it was a gain of 11. On the RPO, this is looking like zone. We're probably going to be hitting peaks in space. Hopefully he can make some people miss and make a play. We're going to be hitting him. Great block by the receivers. He has a bunch of space to run. He makes a man miss on the spin, and he's able to pick up big yards. Peaks is looking like you are starting to earn yourself a forever spot on the first team. The explosion you have with the ball in your hands is something we did not get from Scooter Page. And what you're showing me is that you're ready to prove the haters wrong. Bentley, a tight end we haven't seen much of because we've run a lot of one tight end stuff. He is actually our second tight end, is able to pick up big plays and break a tackle on the play. He's able to pick up big yards on that play. Another screen. Hopefully this turns into a touchdown. We get it out to Tyson. Tyson forces them into the block, makes a man miss, and is able to pick up 9. Now we're going to have to monitor his situation. I believe I did see that his injury risk is starting to reach towards the high level. So yeah, we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Looking like more zone. But we're actually going to hand it off to Tyson underneath. He's going to pick up the touchdown on the play. 45-24. It's a 21-point game. We still got a decent amount of time left. If we can string together a stop, this is going to be a ball game. Third quarter. All in all, about 10 minutes left in this one. We're going to see what we can do. Let's see what our defense has. I challenge the offense. It seems like they have gained some of their confidence back, and now I'm challenging the defense to get a stop because it's something they haven't done since the very first defensive drive of the game for us. On the kickoff here, we're going to see if we can force a fumble. Unfortunately, our kicker punted it into the locker rooms on that play, and they don't even get a chance to return it. This has been a very pass-heavy game. I'm not expecting to stray away from that. So we're going to play the pass here and see what we got. Hitting the drag route underneath, and Freeman lights up their receiver and makes him look like it makes him look soft. Makes him look like someone who definitely doesn't lift. Freeman is an absolute meathead. I saw him in the weight room the other day, benching 385 for reps. I mean, he's a freak of nature. He's an absolute freak of nature. We had them on 3rd and medium here. There's a decent amount of stuff they can do. I'm thinking we're going to come out like we're going to blitz, but we're actually going to run cover 2. We're going to get Freeman out there to hopefully cover up anything silly. And we're able to stop them on 3rd, and now it is 4th and 3. And suddenly our team has some momentum once again. No stupid penalties. Buford's going to call the fair catch because our punt return team decided not to block us whole. Let's see what we got on this drive, fellas. If we are able to score, this is a ball game, especially if we can score fast. We can't make plays if we're going to get hit as we're trying to throw the ball. Our offensive line just needs to hold up. I'm aware that they sent more than we had on that play, but I mean, it's just getting embarrassing. Man coverage, we're going to hand it off to Tyson. He's going to spin to try and make some people miss. He's able to pick up 3 on the play. Now on 3rd and, I'd say long here, we're going to have to air the ball out. Peaks is the safety blanket. He has a step. He's able to get some big yards on the play. He breaks a tackle, and he's going to run into the end zone. Huge play from Peaks. This is a ball game. Let's go. Let's go, Bears. He's got ice in his veins. We're clutching up. After the extra point, we're looking to make it a 14-point game. And we just need one more stop to bring it within one score. We have a ton of time left. It seems like we have started to gain some momentum back. I mean, huge play from Peaks on that play. Like I said, it's looking like that's his spot. He's looking like he might be able to be a true X receiver. And not X like not a receiver anymore. I mean X like the outside man. Again, not really expecting them to shy away from the game plan too much. They're going to come out throwing. We try to make a play at the ball, but Freeman is again able to get another pass breakup. That's one of many on the day. I'm going to have to check the stats after the game. But he's having himself a ball game, boys. I mean, Freeman's looking like a Division I player. And they just cook us over the top. I mean, our safety is just unathletic. Clearly, he skipped his off-season training. He's just, yeah, he's out there looking out of shape. Got a beer belly. It's looking rough. I mean, that was just embarrassing. Over the top. Over the top, too. Right over the top. We're in cover 4. Your one job is to not let anything go behind you. And instead, you let the one deep route behind you, actually. Absolute cannon by their quarterback on that play. It's an unfortunate situation. But, I mean, it's tough. To think all our momentum that we just worked so hard to get is just gone after one play. It's pretty outrageous, you know? We had that big return to end the first half. We had that huge play from Olsen. 2 Peaks. And Tyson is out of the game and Strickland is in, and he's able to pick up 6 on the carry. I mean, we worked so hard to get some sort of momentum when we just gave it up on one play. It's unfortunate. Oh, my God. I swear on my life, the way they changed options in this game might be the worst mechanic switch I've ever experienced in any video game. I mean, it's just, it sucks. Olsen fumbles, and suddenly it's 4th down. Unfortunately, as much as I would like to punt it because it makes no sense to go for it here, it's too big of a deficit and it's too late in the game to not throw the ball for the first. Peaks, come on, man! You're wide open! The freshman makes an absolute freshman mistake and misplays the ball on a wide open play. And now we are pinned deep in our own territory. On the RPO, he's going to hit. He's going to break tackles and just walk into the end zone. We have to make tackles if we want to win football game. How many drills do I have to do in practice to get it through your thick, CTE-infested skulls? I mean, again, we worked so hard to get momentum, and just like that, it's gone. It's gone. And we're back to a blowout. 59 points allowed today. 42 in the first half, and they've started slowing down. That's the unreal part. They've slowed down their pace, and they're still killing us. I mean, it's just embarrassing. We just don't want to put in an effort. Starters are back out on the field. It's getting to a point where it's time to put the 2s in, though. I'm thinking I can't risk any of the important players getting hurt, to be honest. We're already undermatched in every single game we play, so I mean, hitting the wheel backside. Strickland hits a spin, is making people look silly. I would love to celebrate, but unfortunately we're down so much that it's just pointless.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy.
Impressive moves by Strickland, though. He's looking quite slippery on that play. Fortunately, he wasn't looking as slippery on that play, and on that play he was actually looking Terrible. That's the only word that comes to mind on how that play looked. Terrible. Our Bears are getting demolished here in the fourth quarter. You know, I'm guessing I'm probably going to give the one more drive, ideally, before the backups go in. You know, I had high hopes going into this one. At least our offense woke up. Our defense has a lot of soul-searching to do if they... Now, it is actually looking like the backups are in. Scooter Page, while I did say he wasn't going to start because he was nursing the injury, he was able to suit up today, so he is going to get some reps here at the end of the game. So let's see what he's got. First throw of the backups, and we're picked off. And not only that, they're going to break tackles and just make us look terrible. They're just continuing to break tackles. I mean, they look like an NFL team playing against a Pop Warner squad. 59 points given up by our defense. Our offense can't stop turning the ball over once again. It's horrible. It's horrendous. It legitimately makes me want to vomit how poor that we play. Now, it seems like that they are leaving their starters in the game. And good. You know what? They deserve that. I'm happy you're injured. Sorry, pal. Get off the field. You're soft. Bye. I mean, we just didn't come to play today. Their starters are still in the game, yet we're out here repping our backups. It shows the real class of the Middle Tennessee State football program. They're out here to rack up stats. I mean, come on. You gotta have some class, boys. Now, our backups are able to make the stop. I'm sure they're probably going to score this play because, you know, it's the ones versus the twos. Running the ball, they pick up the easy first down and then some. Huge hit, there's a fumble, but unfortunately we're a bunch of idiots and we can't pick up the fumble. Couldn't tell you how we didn't get that. It's just embarrassing. Running the ball here. Hey, take his knees out. I mean, I don't care. Make his leg bend ways it shouldn't bend. I really couldn't care less about this squad. They clearly have no class. You know, keeping their starters in. Hit them hard, hit them often, backups. I want them to leave this game limping. We're not going to leave with a victory, so I want the other team leaving hurting. It's that simple. And, of course, they are going to make the catch. You know? It's just absolute classless performance by Middle Tennessee keeping their starters in the game. I'm really hoping that someone leaves here with a serious injury and they lose their season, because then their coach is going to look like an idiot. Now, offensively, I am happy with the points we put up. I'm happy with the way the scheme worked today. I am obviously not happy with the turnover results. We aren't able to get a pick. I'm sure if that was their team, they would have gotten the pick, but we are not able to capitalize on the crappy throw. Now, again, I am happy with the points that we put up. I'm obviously not happy with the turnovers, but I'm liking this new scheme that I installed. You know, it's a new offense. We just installed it this week. I wasn't expecting 31 for sure. We're going to have to see how next week looks. We're going to have to check the schedule. I want to say it's UMASS. Not Dartmouth. We already played them and we're embarrassed by them as well. I want to say it's UMass Amherst, the other bad UMass school. I mean, they're faking the field goal here in a 59-31 game. Are you kidding me? I mean, just a classless performance by Middle Tennessee State. I didn't even realize, honestly. I mean, I was too busy talking about next week because my mind has already moved on. This is just ridiculous. Just unsportsmanlike and classless by this program. I want to make sure we schedule them because I'm going to remember this and I'm going to blow this team out of the water. I mean, I might hit triple digits on them. And, I mean, we just look silly on that. It was thrown right over 27's head and he decided not to do anything with the ball. But I don't really care. Again, we're on to next week, which I believe is UMass.
I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal.
Great play by Bubba. Way to play, kid. Going for it on 4th down in a 59-31 game that's very obviously over. I mean, what is going on? There's no class from Middle Tennessee. We're going to run commit, and we're going to demolish their quarterback. That's what you get, buddy. That's what you get. Our backups are in the game. Your starters are still in. What's going on here? Strickland's tackle for a loss because our entire backup offensive line is in the game. I mean, this team just has zero sportsmanship. Like I said, I plan on remembering this. Because I am pissed. I'm pissed with the classic performance being put on by the squad, and I am pissed by the product that my team put on the field once again. Specifically my defense. Apparently their DN just has A++++++ football IQ and is able to make an impeccable play there on the ball. We're actually going to fake a punt there. We're going to see if we can pick up the first. Gregory with the huge first down. I mean, we got nothing to lose. We're down big. We might as well mess around a little bit, right? Might as well. Give us some sort of momentum. Our punter's apparently our best quarterback on the team. Strickland with the ball to space, he's able to pick up the first down. And we're just hoping that we avoid giving the ball up again. If the score stays where it is, I'm considering this drive a victory. Hitting Strickland underneath, their cornerback is able to read the play phenomenally and come down and make a tackle before we're ever able to gain anything else. Young is able to break the tackle and almost get the first, but fortunately he was forced out short of the first. We're going to hit Strickland underneath for the first down. He hits the spin move, makes some people miss, and he's down at the 47-yard line. We're just playing for pride at this point. Seems like I say that a lot because that's usually the situations we're in. It's unfortunate, but it's true. Huge play. Great play by, I want to say Moore. Unfortunately, he possession caught it to ensure that it was going to be a catch and not end up out of bounds, because it probably would have been a touchdown. But I'll take it. And we score. You know, that's just a moral touchdown, but I'll take it. We have to have some positive to take away, because I already know that when I'm doing film, those cut-ups are not going to be nice. I mean, I'm going to have my get-back coach hold me back from just screaming in our players' faces for hours straight. Instead, I'll be screaming in the front of the room, so there's not going to be much of a difference, but I mean, sure. At least I'll be able to compliment that drive. I'm sure they're still going to pass because it's a classless squad. And they're actually not. They're going to run a counter. But again, their starters are still in the game even after this massive blowout. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I'm not even going to shake these guys' hands after the game. I'm sending my team to the locker room. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Shake my hand after this BS that you're putting on. Absolutely ridiculous. Screw you, buddy. Now, none of my opinions on this video game reflect how I feel about this team in real life. I actually know nothing about the Middle Tennessee football program. But their sim engine game, yeah, screw them. Screw them. Bunch of jerks. We do force the punt. Not that it really matters, but we're going to see if we can get some more points to make this game look more competitive than it is. Seems like our backups once again came to play. It's rare that our starters came to play, so we might as well see if our backups can. Moore was able to break a tackle on the return, but he got caught trying to be too fancy and turn nothing into something. And instead he picks up 0. Now, Bentley was open on that play, but unfortunately he was overthrown and unable to make the catch. I do like the way he's played, though. He might be better than McLawler. Again, overthrown on the play. It's an unfortunate scenario. 3rd and long. Everyone knows that we're throwing it. We're going to huck it up to Young Jr. He tries to make a play at the ball. It is batted up, and it is now 4th. We're going to go for it because we obviously have absolutely nothing to lose. But, I mean, I'm sure it's not going to matter. Now, Williamson is back on the field here, which is strange because their backups are in. So whoever he is backing up must be gassed. Hit as the ball comes out. Unfortunately, our wide receiver had the ball, and they're still running plays. The game's over. What are you doing? What are you doing? The side judge is holding me back from going across the field and punching the other coach in the mouth. Not to incite violence on another man. I don't do that. But, I mean, this is just an absolutely embarrassing performance that he's putting up. Still running plays this late into the game.
He's got it again.
I want to injure them. And they're going to run it in as the clock hits 0. Absolutely disgusting performance. I'm obviously upset with my team, but I'm more upset with the class of this opposing offense, opposing team, opposing coaching staff. I don't even want to see him. I don't even want to see him after this game. I mean, this is just ridiculous. I don't want to see it. Guys, I don't want to see my sad team walk out the field. I don't want to see their team celebrating this ridiculous blowout and that ridiculous performance that their coach put on. We're going to quickly go through stats, and I will catch you all in recruiting if there's any updates. Now, they just completely outclassed us. Over 600 yards of total offense. I mean, we outran them, but they had 528 passing yards. You know? 528 passing yards. That's not going to win you a football game, secondary. I'm sorry to tell you. Don't care about their stats. Olsen came in, once again, struck with the injury bug. 1 touchdown for 3 interceptions. 290 yards was a solid. DePaul came in, 84 yards on a 50% completion rate with a touchdown. You know, it was a garbage drive, but I'll take it. Rushing was strong today. Tyson, 13 for 66, averaging about 5 yards per carry with a touchdown with his long of 20. Strickland, early in the game with that long 40-yard rush for a touchdown, ended the day with 9 for 53, actually averaging more yards per carry than Keontae. Peaks also got in with 1 carry for 5 yards on the option we ran. Receiving, CJ Peaks was the bright spot of the squad today. 4 for 123 with a touchdown. I promise you that starting spot and the third receiver on the squad is his. He is going to be an everyday player for us because Page just doesn't got that dog in him. This kid is a workhorse. He is a workhorse, and he's ready to play. He's ready to be one of the main features of the squad. Sean Strickland with 5 catches for 68 yards, and Keontae Tyson with 7 for 82. Other than that, our receivers did a jack squat. They did absolutely nothing. They skipped leg day. They have chicken legs. They suck. Maverick Brentley, our 50 overall tight end, had 2 for 25 and a touchdown. Javon Moore, our 62 overall sophomore from Maine, had 2 for 44. Javion Foreman, also Moore had that big kick return for a touchdown. Javion Foreman had 2 catches for 5 yards. I mean, he really showed up. Scott McLawler had 2 catches for 22 yards. LJ Young had 1 catch for 5 yards, and Jackson Gregory had 1 reception for 16 yards on the fake punt. I'm not going to bother looking at defense because, judging by the scoreboard, we obviously did not play it. Again, we'll see y'all in recruiting. All right, little update in recruiting. Bo Jurgensen has officially chosen his top 3 schools, and we are still sitting pretty at number 1. We've added some recruits down the board. We've only had the opportunity to really scout one of them. One we are actually interested in is quarterback Niles Ramsey out of Georgia. Now, he is a 3-star recruit. He is a top 100 player in his state, and he's a top 50 player in his position, and a top 1,000 player nationally. Scouting, he looks phenomenal. He lacks a little bit in the speed department, but, I mean, his arm is unreal. 87 throw power and just impressive accuracies and able to get it out on the run. 70 deep accuracy is a little bit worrisome, but that short and medium, love to see that. We also found gem 3-star cornerback Colin McCaskill out of Roswell, Georgia. 84 speed with a 75 man coverage. He is a slot-type cornerback. We have very much liked what we have seen out of him on film, and we have offered him a scholarship. We unfortunately have our coaches handling a little too much. We haven't really been able to do much, but we are hoping to see some more there. We also found athlete Randy Ebikadi. He is a gem, 6'3". He's a bust, excuse me. He's 6'3", 211 pounds, and a physical receiver. Now, although he may be a bust, I do like what we have seen out of the scouting. 87 speed with the 88 jumping, decent catching stats. I mean, you can't teach his size. We're hoping that our scouts have been wrong in assessing his situation and that he actually ends up a solid player. We also found Steve Cush, cornerback out of Georgia. He is also a slot cornerback. A little on the slow side for a corner, but we're hoping that his height and physicality can help us out. He's got an 82 speed with a 70 man and a 65 zone. Not the greatest, but he doesn't have to be on the field right away. Maybe he comes in and he gets to learn a little bit behind the people starting ahead of him. Again, we've offered him a scholarship. Other than that, we haven't really had much to do in recruiting. And other people on the board, we haven't really gotten a chance to look too much at, and we're hoping that we can change that after this week's game. Now, we are on to week 7, and we are facing yet another Massachusetts school. We are facing the University of Massachusetts at Amherst, the Minutemen. Now, on paper, they are looking much better than us, but UMass has a solid history of sucking, so we're hoping that they can blow a game to the formerly Division 3, now Division 1, MAC rivals, Massachusetts rivals, long ride, not really, only a couple hours rivals, Bridgewater State Bears. The Bears are looking to go eat the Minutemen next week at their home field. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, have a great life, have a great day, work hard, drive fast, take chances, peace out.